How are you?
Hi, I'm Steven's dad. I'm going to introduce you and start the show, and then Steven takes over from there. It's Kalie Soulsby.
Yep, that's it.
All right. You ready, Steve? Here we are with another episode of Talking Sports with the Legend. Tonight's guest, Kalie Soulsby.
Where are you from?
I am from Yardley, Pennsylvania.
What year are you and what is your major?
I'm a sophomore and I'm studying early childhood education and special ed.
What age? Where did you go to high school?
I went to Nazareth Academy High School.
What age did you start playing sports?
Probably around 4.
I think Steven forgot to tell everybody, where do you go to college?
Oh, I go to Bryn Athyn.
Thank you.
Yep.
Do you have a role model?
I'll honestly probably say my mom.
Good answer.
Do you plan on playing or coaching after you graduate?
Probably not playing. I'm going to be in there for 5 years because I'm going to do my master's. So right now with COVID, they technically this year won't count. So I'll have an extra year. So I might take that and do that my 5th year. But as being a teacher, I definitely want to try to find a school that I can coach at too.
That's awesome. That's some extra money.
Yeah, right?
What position do you play? Did you always play the same position or wear the same number?
So for soccer, I play usually wing and I'm number 19. So that's been my number throughout everything. And then for basketball, I've always wanted it to be 19. And it was for a while until I really got into AAU. And oh my goodness, I was in the middle of a game and they literally blew the whistle and gave my team a technical because I was wearing number 19. And technically in basketball, you can't do that because like when the ref does it, they can't do it on 2 hands. So then when I got to college, I changed my number to 15 for basketball.
That's a funny rule because I've heard about that rule, but I just think it's ridiculous to give you a technical.
Yeah, and like I played with it all my life and it was just this one game. I don't know.
And nowadays they yell it out anyway. Foul on number 19.
Exactly.
What do you plan to do after you graduate college?
So again, I'll probably go do my master's and stay there for 5 years. Hopefully while taking my master's, I can find something, whether it's just student teaching or maybe coaching or something. But once I do the master's, just finding a school and see where I go.
What made you pick Bryn Athyn?
So when I was looking for schools, I knew I needed something small. I could never be at a Penn State or a Temple. It's just learning. I would never be able to do that. And when I went there, everyone was just so welcoming. Like the basketball team, I wasn't supposed to play soccer. I was just going for basketball and getting recruited by them. And in one of the biggest games of my high school career, they all showed up, the whole team, and they were there. So just seeing that in the family and having the small class sizes and especially the education where I can double major in both special ed and early childhood, I just knew it was probably the right decision for me.
It's a great major you're going into there, and a lot more availability because of the number of autistic and special needs kids that are being born now. It's like 1 out of every 7, they say, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What is your favorite song?
Favorite
There's the
song.
tough questions.
I know. Probably definitely something of Demi Lovato. I've always been a fan of Demi Lovato. I don't know. Favorite song of hers though. Probably Mistake by Demi Lovato. I don't know why. Just an upbeat song.
What is your favorite food?
Chicken nuggets.
There you go. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
What is
Wait, can I ask a question real quick? Do you play both sports at Bernathen?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So when you ask her the next question, that's why I stopped you. Go ahead, say what.
what's the biggest game that you ever played in?
So I guess you can give us one for soccer and one for basketball.
Mhm.
Just in college or like
No,
overall?
anytime, yeah.
Probably for soccer, I would have to say the Gwinnett game. My freshman year, I just remember, or Abington, I don't know, either one, because Abington was my first official game. And as a freshman going on, I was petrified. But like we had this big rival against them, and I didn't really know why. And just playing in that atmosphere and everything against them, and we ended up winning. And it was just such a positive thing from that. So actually, probably Abington. And then for basketball, probably Rosemont at Bernathen. And we were like battling. We had a really rough season last year, and for some reason we came out against Rosemont. We were just all so pumped up, and we just literally battled to the end and ended up pulling a win out. So definitely Rosemont.
That's funny. Rosemont College. That's out in the main line. My aunt went there for a short time for she was going to become a nun, and that's where they went to. Yeah.
And one of my buddies is going to be a head coach here for the women's soccer team.
Get out.
And Boomer.
Boomer at Rosemont?
Yeah.
Oh, one of his buddies is taking. He took over last year, or the next season he's going to do.
Well,
Whenever the next season is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
They're Division III. I take it like you guys, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys like going to have a basketball season? Or
Honestly, right now, what they're saying is it was supposed to be in January, and now they're pushing it back till February. And there's like 3 different scenarios. I think the first one is we'll do just conference, or we'll do just a couple games, and then like the top 3 teams, or everyone makes it to the playoffs, or then it's just like whoever wants to play will play. Like, so honestly, I guess it's just hard because a lot of the schools aren't doing testing. And like Bernathen, we get tested every week. So like we can say that we'll be prepared, but other schools financially can't do that. So it's really hard to pick and choose, I guess.
it's that's what I heard from Holy Family is only playing conference games this year. And all the top, every team will make it. The top 2 are going to buy in the first round of the playoffs. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't listen to him because he hears voices in his head.
No, one of my friends told me that.
I'm only teasing, Steve. I'm only teasing.
What?
She kind of answered that one already, but ask her again. Why did you pick?
What was the biggest game they ever? What's the best team they ever played on?
Best team I ever played on, probably Mid-Atlantic Magic. I'm not sure if you heard of them. They're an AAU team for basketball, and that was probably they were really, really good, and that was in 6th grade. And at that point, I liked basketball, but I couldn't decide. I played soccer and basketball all my life, so it was like I was running to soccer, I was running to basketball, so like I didn't have a main focus. So a lot of those girls were already ahead of me. So I didn't get a lot of playing time, but I think that's what sparked me and motivated me for the love of basketball. So I would probably say them.
Who's your coach for that team?
Fran Young.
Steven knows some AAU coaches.
Oh, okay.
You did ask her that question. Why did you pick the coach?
Do
you have a favorite?
You have a favorite athlete?
Probably Joel Embiid.
Yeah. I love Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most important game you ever played in?
Probably, well, this is combined with soccer and basketball. So when I was playing on both teams for CYO and my club soccer team, I played for the Falcons, the Copa Falcons. I don't know if you've heard. I know Hannah and them go to Holy Family. So I played with them all my life. And we had a tournament. It was so far, and it was raining and everything, and I like hit a ditch and I rolled my ankle, and I ended up tearing things in my ankle, like tendons and whatever. And I had a CYO championship right after, and I just knew like I had to do it. So I went, and we ended up winning, and that was just probably like it was a great game.
You played with the strained ligaments? Oh no.
Yes, I remember we stopped. My mom's a nurse, and she stopped at CVS, and she just wrapped it, and I took some ibuprofen, and
God
bless your mother. I wish I'd had a mom that was a nurse. I have a daughter that's a nurse, but my mom was no nurse.
What clubs and organizations have you played for?
You kind of answered some of these already.
Yeah. So for soccer, I've always played at PSC besides college and high school. I always played at PSC. I started as the Falcons, and then there was like two different teams. Like it was like an A and B, I guess you could say. So I went to one of them when I needed, like, I was focusing on basketball, but I still wanted to play soccer.
Mhm.
And then I went back and stayed with Copa, and then played for high school at Nazareth. For basketball, I started at PAX. It's a charter school, Philadelphia Academy Charter School. So I played for them in grade school. And then I have been on so many AAU teams. I started at Magic, and then I went to Lower Bucks Lightning, and then I went to Fencor. So they were my AAU teams, and then I went to college.
Did you ever make an all-star team?
So in grade school, it was like a JV and varsity. So I actually, for basketball, made it in 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th of the all-star for basketball. And then soccer, I don't really remember. In 8th grade, I was hurt. So I don't really know if we actually did all-stars for soccer. But in high school, we didn't have like all-stars. We just had like MVPs.
How about at Nazareth? Did you guys have like a all conference team and all that kind of stuff for basketball? And
yeah, I honestly don't think Nazareth ever got someone to go on like the all Catholic. Like it was mostly like Ryan and everyone.
Not that.
But my sophomore year, I got MVP of like the thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
Your squad at Nazareth doesn't win the championship, or don't you guys play like with this like Villa, Joe Marie, and all them schools?
Yeah, we my freshman year was probably the closest that we really had that talent. We ran into coaching issues. So 4 years I was there, I had 3 different coaches.
Oh wow!
So yeah, it was a little.
Who's the best team in that little conference?
Probably Gwen and Mercy.
Nice. That's why they had the rivalry, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
All right, this is the big one at the end.
Did you ever win a championship?
Oh no, I thought you were done that one.
A championship. So in high school, we never got that far. But the CYO, and then in grade school for PAX, we won 7th and 8th grade.
How are you preparing for this upcoming season?
So right now, soccer was doing little workouts, but because we were supposed to have a season for basketball, they made the rule that you couldn't do 2 sports. So like I was going to basketball workouts because technically we were in season now, so I couldn't go to the soccer ones. But for basketball, we were allowed to practice for a little bit until they shut us down. Montgomery County got shut down. So right now, while we're all home, our coach created a 10-mile challenge. So every week you have to try to get 10 miles, and then we have an end goal. And it's kind of just a team building thing to see how many miles we can get.
How did your team do last year?
So as I said, we kind of had a rough year last year. We recently got a new coach going in, and because it was so late, we didn't find out our coach until October. So it was all new kids, a new coach, and we just didn't have that chemistry yet. So I think that really affected us in the long run, but I definitely think we have a good chance going forward now.
How would your teammates describe you?
Definitely competitive. I have a very good, very strong competitive side, whether it's practice or a game. I'm just very competitive. Even in this challenge, I'm like, oh, they have one more than me. I got to go out and do 2 tomorrow. So definitely competitive. Yeah, that's probably it.
You have any hobbies?
Besides sports, I don't know. I guess community service. We have a thing at Bernathen. It's called SAC, which is the Student Athletic Association Committee, and there's like one representative from each school for the whole CSAC of. And I'm in charge of that right now, and also in charge of athletes helping athletes. So throughout COVID, that's kind of been my main thing, just trying to do those things for them.
That's awesome. Both awesome organizations. I tell you, with Brent Athens, he's been at Brent Athens so many times. I think they know his name now when he walks in the door.
They definitely do.
Yeah, they're really, really good to him there with the fun days you guys had and all. Oh man, it was so much fun.
I know. I'm so upset. Like going through all of like the stuff we can do, and it's just we can't do anything. So
shame.
Zoom parties.
It's a shame. But we're managing though, right, Steve? We're getting by.
Good.
And the last question is the big one.
If you could have dinner with three soccer players,
basketball or soccer?
Yeah, basketball or soccer. They could be dead or alive. Who would they be and why?
Okay, so definitely Joel Embiid, because as I said, he's my favorite. I don't know. There's just something about him that I just love the way he plays and everything. At times, sometimes I'm watching him and I'm like, why are you taking a 3-pointer? Get inside. But definitely him. Alex Morgan. Ever since I was little, I just love watching her play, and just when she goes on that field, like it's just her whole mentality and everything. And even outside of it, if you follow her on social media, she's just a great overall person. And my last one, this is tricky. I don't know. I guess I'll go with another basketball person, probably Ben Simmons too, because he's my other guy. I don't know why I would want to have it with him. I don't know. I just enjoy watching him and Embiid play. But yeah.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. We'll have to have you back next year during the season in the fall, maybe for soccer, and then we'll have you again for basketball.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
Sixers are on the night. First preseason game.
Oh, really?
I know. I'm going to go watch it.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye.